Hi, my name is Abu Arefin. I'm working as an executive producer in SBS Radio audio and language content. SBS Radio producing 74 languages, so I'm in charge of Bangla language. In a journalism, every step is you got a job. You're working on the road, you saw something in the street, and you start reporting. You keep an eye on it, and you make a story of that. That's a part of your job. So, my job basically here, I collect the news information from Australia, from homeland, that's from Bangladesh, and the Bangla speaking people lives in India too. So part of India, West Bengal, they speak Bangla. So I collect news from there, and then we broadcast it in our program.
What inspired you to become a journalist?
I never want to be a journalist.
Okay.
And what happened? My dad, he was a journalist. He was a very renowned journalist in Bangladesh. I want to be in army. And then finally, I don't know, one day I start writing, and my articles was published in a newspaper, and I was very excited. So, oh my God, what is that? And everybody keep me asking, oh, how did you write that? How did you do that? And then day by day, I'm using to write, and I like to be in journalism, and I'm in journalism then.
So you're enjoying it now?
Yeah.
So you've been doing it for quite a few years then?
Oh, it's a long time. I can't exactly tell you when I'm started, but as a professional journalism, I have started on 1984.
Okay, wow. Yeah, it's a very long time. How important do you find your role as a communicator to the general public?
My role is very important. I have a lot of responsibilities, and I have to look after everything, every story. I have to look after that, and I am responsible if any biased or anything. So it's very important to, you have to be very careful.
Have there been times during your career that you have found it difficult to remain unbiased when reporting on certain stories?
Listen, one thing, any report, you cannot make happy everyone. There will be always two party. Someone is affecting, someone is supporting. So you have to be careful when reporting. You don't get biased to any party. Whatever you think you do it unbiased. Then it will be okay. But if you go for someone, supporting someone, and you're depriving other one, then it's not a ethical journalism.
Do you ever feel pressured to present stories in a particular way?
No, because we have to follow the code of conduct. So we have to be within that. So we can't go out of that. So no one can ask you to do something, or they can give you the information, but they can't ask you to do that.
Do you think stereotyping and misrepresentation of people, cultures, and groups is an issue within the Australian media?
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes? Can you think of an example when it has been?
I can't tell you exactly what happened, but sometimes it's a slip of word, a slip of, misreporting and misinformation. So it makes a chaos in the community and this.
How would you describe ethical journalism?
Yeah, you do the right thing, that's ethics, Whatever you think it's right, it's ethics, Don't get biased. Don't do something wrong which can affect your community, which can harm the harmony. So that's all.
What are some daily or common challenges that you face in your line of work?
Getting information, correct information.
Is that collecting information or collecting reliable information?
Reliable information.
How did you find the differences between being a journalist in Bangladesh as opposed to here in Australia?
Environment, working environment, bit difficult in Bangladesh. And here in Australia, you got a freedom of speech. So it's easier here.
So what made it more difficult in Bangladesh?
Political reasons.
Do you remember any moments in Bangladesh where you...
Oh yeah, I have been thrown bomb on my car. My kids was on the gunpoint. They took my car. So there are many things which I cannot finish. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, wow, that sounds really intense. Finally, what advice would you give to aspiring journalists and other communications students?
Whatever you see, don't get into it. Try to go into depth of it. Try to find the source of it. Try to find the correct information. Then give it to someone else. But if you give some wrong information to someone, it might do harm to the community. They might harm to the society, and even to your friends. So get the correct information. Then you deliver it to someone if you want to do it.
Thank you very much for joining us and answering our questions.
You are most welcome.